with all my like minimum wage jobs, I remember smoking before work because I felt like I needed to dumb myself down to do that work. Like I felt like people ask me those stupid ass questions and I'm in like full like 100% mental capacity. I'm gonna get annoyed all day long. But if I'm just like holly jolly, like yeah, whatever, man, I'll help you out with that. Like it helps, you know.
What was the most like annoying job you had?
The most annoying job was
Yeah,
probably
like
at Lids.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, like because people would come in and there was one guy I remember he was literally just talking shit to me and I was in tears, but because I was laughing so hard, I could not believe this was happening to me. He wanted me to embroider. He wanted me to like embroider his name on the side of his hat or something. And the type of hat he had, I was like. I think also our embroidery machine was broken at the time. So I told him straight up, I was like, I can't do that right now. And he's like, no, I believe in you. You look like a talented guy. I'm like, brother, I'm telling you, I can't do it. He's like, I believe in you. I'm like, if you want me to try, I will try, but know that it's not going to come out right. And he's like, no, I believe in you. I'm like, all right, man, I'm going to do it if you want. So I do it. Just like I said, it did not come out right because the embroidery machine was broken. And he's just loses his mind, just starts talking shit. And I remember, I think like one of my friends was there visiting the store at the time. I was laughing so hard, I fell down to the floor. I was sitting on the ground laughing and like in tears.
You're just laughing at him. And he's like, you fucking idiot.
Yes,
like,
yes. Literally, like I could not believe it. I was like, bro, I told you 100 times.
Why'd you still do it though? Like,
because he just believed in me, man. I don't know.
Oh, you just felt his
so
belief
I was
coming
like, whatever,
through.
man. Like
bet.
he would not take no for an answer. I told him like the machine is broken, and he would not take no for an answer. So his hat came out shitty, and then he lost his mind, and I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. But yeah, that was the most annoying job. Stuff like that was just, or like, so I was an assistant manager there. And they hired this random other like assistant manager from another store at some point.
Okay.
And I would come into work and she just loved reorganizing things. So she'd take down like a whole wall of hats, but she wouldn't finish it during her shift. So I'd come in and she'd be like, so if you could just reassemble this entire wall, that'd be great. And I'd be like, bro.
The
like,
whole fucking wall?
There was nothing wrong with it, dude.
And you don't even get a little like, hey, here's a Wendy's gift card for lunch.
No, she's just doing that. There was no like corporate incentive to do that. She's just doing that of her own free will. Like she's just bored and wants to start a project, but doesn't have time.
They're hoeing it late.
So she'll take everything down and be like, all right, somebody else has to finish this because my shift is over. Like, bro. So that was really annoying. Yeah.
That would piss me off as well.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, when you worked jobs, you were in like managerial positions. Like you were a manager. You worked at PacSun as a manager, right?
No, I almost, but then, well, there was a thing that happened, and can we talk about this? You don't know about this.
You're asking me, like, did you get molested? Like, what?
No.
Okay.
But we might need to cut this. You can decide. But
oh, God.
So
okay.
When I was working there, one of the managers, she was also under 18. She was 17. And she would, like, one time she sent me nudes. But I didn't ask for them, you know?
How old were you?
17.
And how old was she?
Also 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I did not.
All right, yo,
right.
You had me worried.
So
I
didn't ask for them. So I didn't respond.
Okay.
And the next day at work, so she was my boss. I was just like the bottom level, and she was like I don't know, assistant store manager or something. And she came up to me and she's like, "Hey, it's generally polite to like say thank you or something." I was like, "I didn't ask for that."
She just fired off some nudes on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then like then it was a very awkward like place to work. So you were a victim, then, right? I guess. Yeah.
No, I mean, got sexually harassed.
It was really weird. So, you know,
you got sexually harassed.
Eventually, because it got so weird, she would start like not showing up to her shifts when she worked with me. And like for me, that was a miracle because it was so awkward for me too. I wasn't gonna miss
Would you
work
just
over
imagine
it.
her naked
But
every time?
no,
you just see that
like
image.
no, but like also she was clearly very upset about it, so I didn't want to like I don't know. Working with her was weird, so she would just not show up to work sometimes.
Okay.
And then she got fired, and she would always use like, "Oh, my parents won't let me come in today. I have finals coming up or something." So they then changed the rule, so you had to be 18 to be a manager, and I could not get the position anymore. But I was training for it. Yeah, I was training to be.
You got hella victimized.
Yeah, I was
What?
gonna be like the stockroom manager. So when we got deliveries, I was gonna be the one like emptying the truck of boxes.
Yo, the
and
way
stuff.
you started this story, you should not have started with she was 17.
Yeah, we can cut.
You just shouldn't have started with
fucked
that
up.
at
My
all.
bad.
No, it's
But
okay.
I was also 17.
You just had me on the edge of my seat in a bad way.
Yeah. And I didn't ask for it. It
I was
was
like, what?
unsolicited,
Yeah, hey.
But
You didn't ask for it.
no.
Yeah.
And I didn't even respond.
And you lost your promotion because of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my most annoying job was probably just working at Meijer. You know,
Uh,
I didn't get groped or sexually harassed or anything. I just, had to corral carts, and they would really be on my ass, and I didn't like it. It was actually, okay, Meijer was pretty bad, but like they kind of got rid of me pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy's was objectively, like labor-wise, the worst job I've ever had. The pay to labor ratio was awful, and I'd smell like grease every night. And I worked it when I was in high school, so I would get off at like midnight to 1 a.m., get home, go to bed at 2, and I have to wake up at 6 to go to school.
And you were probably making like what, like $8 an hour?
Not
there?
even like $7.25 or something.
Yeah, back
something
then,
like
that kind of job.
Bro,
paid
my
shit.
2-week paychecks were like $120 after taxes. It was fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah.
And they would have me, so I'd get out of school and I'd work like 4 to midnight, usually 4 to 10 or 4 to midnight, typically depending on the day. And like, dude, I had to mop all the floors, I had to clean the bathrooms. They had me doing the worst shit. That job was fucking horrible. It was we had a guy who like got shit all over the toilet, like outside of the bowl.
Oh,
like he like shit on the side of the toilet somehow.
Oh no.
And they sent me in for that, and I outright refused.
Yeah.
I just said nope.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. They were actually kind of cool about that. They were like, that's somewhat understandable, because I was just like, no, like I'm not. They like closed off the bathroom that day. I just remember the only benefit was they would let me make free food. Like
nice.
any day. Like we were supposed to pay, but they didn't care. I would just put an order in for $0, and it would just be like my break order.
Nice.
And then I go out to the parking lot and like rip my bowl and eat my Wendy's. But it's
That's
straight
gas.
like, bro, fast food's a horrible like industry to work in.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's always busy. It's always gross. You smell, the air is like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like hard to breathe in a fast food kitchen. Like the air is thick and greasy. Your clothes smell like it. You smell like it. Your hair is greasy. It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
I fucking hated working fast food. Every other job I had, I preferred to that.
I knew, like, I never even really, at least as a teenager, never applied for fast food positions. Just 'cause
my
I knew I
parents, my
wouldn't
mom
like it,
made me get a job, so I applied everywhere. And Wendy's was the first place that accepted me, and like I was like forced to take the job, and I was like whatever, because my parents were like, it was like the summer after sophomore year, so I had started like misbehaving that year and like smoking weed and drinking a little bit. My parents were like, you're gonna get a fucking job this summer, or else you're in trouble. And like I was like, okay, I got a job at Wendy's, and like I was a good employee when I was there. Like I was a cashier. So I didn't do drive-through and I didn't do the grill. I was the front-end cashier back when people still went inside.
My first job was court ordered. It was when I got arrested with in.
They were like this unemployed. Yeah,
right. So they made me get a job. Yeah, court ordered, and so my first one was also an AMC because court ordered. I had to apply for a bunch of jobs.
Your first job was AMC?
I still didn't do fast food. Like I didn't apply for any. Because I knew that was not
fast food is a trash gig, dude.
Also, though, I was really lucky at the time. Like getting a job was stupid easy. I think AMC was like the only place I applied.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I also applied at like Zoomies, I think. So that I didn't hear back from, but AMC got back to me right away, and
Yeah, Wendy's got back to me like instantly.
Yeah.
And then I remember I quit Wendy's, worked a couple other jobs. When my mom kicked me out of my house and I had to go live with my dad, I dropped out of high school. And my dad was like, all right, you fucking retard. You have two choices. You either get a job or get the fuck out of my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. I applied at Jewel Osco and Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like dreading Wendy's. I went to the interview at Wendy's and they accepted me. And then Jewel called me the same day. And Jewel was like, we'd like to do an interview. And they gave me, I ended up going with Jewel Osco. They gave me a 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. shelf stocking. Still not as bad as Wendy's.
Damn.
Still not as bad as Wendy's. Bro, I'd walk to work at 3:30. Still not as bad as Wendy's.
Macy's sucked.
You were in the women's shoe department, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Black Friday there was the worst shift of my life.
Oh, yeah. That
work-wise.
shit. The whole line of people.
I worked 8 p.m. No, 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. It was a 10-hour shift overnight. Worst shift of my life. Yeah. I did women's shoes for the first half and then luggage for the second half. And I didn't know a damn thing about luggage. So that was not great.
Bro, I wish when I was working at the bathtub spot I put you on. That was my favorite job ever.
Nice.
I worked at this company called Bath Planet. I don't think it matters anymore. And they're this company that sets up like displays in malls with like ceramic paint. They basically do really cheap bathroom remodels. Like they're not like luxury by any means. It's affordable. And they would send us to like malls and carnivals with a little bathtub with paneling display. We were supposed to get people's phone numbers so then our lead department could call them and like close a appointment. The appointment for every lead we got, so it was a commission job. I made $12 an hour. And mind you, I was like fucking 18 at this point. So it was great money. I made $12 an hour plus commission. So I made $1 for every lead I generated. And if the lead turned to an appointment that paid money for a remodel, I got $25 for that.
Nice.
Which was huge, bro. I was like, yo, we're up, bro. Like, are you kidding me? And I worked that job for a few months, but I was on probation when I worked it. And I wasn't totally sober and I was on probation. I was still taking hella. I just like didn't smoke. So I would get barred out and sleep in the tubs. Like I would sleep in the display, like at the carnival or like at the mall. It was the chillest job ever. And then eventually they started sending like undercover like auditors to the malls that I was at because I guess like whenever they get reports that employees are like, you know, not doing their job, they really get on their ass. And they randomly will send people to events to like audit what you're doing.
Yeah.
They don't tell you when they're doing that. Well, it happened to me at one point. They started cutting my hours and monitoring me. Yeah. And eventually the day I quit, my boss texted me. He's just like, listen, we've had multiple undercover shoppers report that you're sleeping in the tubs and playing on your phone and not even there. Like I was reporting I worked for 8 hours and going home after 4, you know? So it was bad, dude. And I quit that job. I regret it. That was my favorite job. That shit was so sweet, dude. We didn't do anything, dude. I would just sit there, hit my vape and just like, hey, you want a bathtub? It was fire, dude. That shit was heat. Well, Kyle, we got some news to share this week, don't we, dude? It's News Network.
Do we have a quick bathroom break first?
Yeah, you want to go potty, dude?
Yeah,
Go ahead, go potty, yeah. Kyle's got to go fucking potty.
I've been chugging water.